We looked into fencing the new outdoor arena in lots of different ways. We're limited in our options though because it's made directly on the bedrock, so we can't just knock posts in. Our biggest limitation though, as usual, is cost. Every penny is counted here at the best of times, and this fence was a cost we hadn't really budgeted for. There's 90 metres of fencing to build, and it has to be strong and effective and very cheap. And this is what we came up with. The pallets are strong and rigid, as you know. We just needed to find a way to stop them falling over. And that was easy enough with braces that run back to the bank. The clever bit is to use the slot at the top of the pallet to hold a long bar of 3x2 timber. These long pieces just drop into the slot and keep the pallets in line. The braces are attached to them with nails, but the pallets themselves aren't attached to anything at all. They just stand there, which means when they need replacing, they can just be lifted out and replaced with no tools needed. Don't forget to look manly, yep.
Oh yeah. I often forget that bit.
Wow. Very good. Very good. Right, next bit. We were able to buy second-hand pallets for far less than the cost of the timber to make them. The trick is to get identical ones. After that, it's just a matter of hacking timber to length with a chainsaw and knocking in big nails. You might be asking yourself why we're bothering to build a fence at all. Well, it's down to what this arena is used for. As you may know, small children often come here to our place to work with horses and ponies and donkeys and other animals. Sometimes that includes riding around on top of them. And now, thanks to the support we've had through this channel, we have a lovely new outdoor arena for them to do that. It was all levelled and drained, and vast amounts of wood chips were brought in and spread neatly. It looks absolutely fabulous, but apparently that's not good enough. No, you need a fence of some sort, because otherwise the horses stop concentrating on the children and wander off for a snack of grass on the banks. Instead of trotting round and round or jumping over things, they'd often rather nibble something green and tasty on the margins. Now, an experienced adult rider would soon stop them doing that, but small children just can't, and they get frustrated and put off.
Okay, big moment now. Wow. Wow.
Hammer job. Hammer time.
Oh, now.
So we need some sort of fence, and this sort of fence would be no good, and the horses would just put their heads through it, and this sort would just get blown over in the gales we get here. And an electric fence is just too dangerous when you're dealing with small children because the horses get jumpy around it. And anyway, all of those ones would mean digging lots of holes in the rock somehow. Something we'd have to pay someone else to do because we don't have the machinery necessary. Anyway, with lots of help from our friend Yap, we got the job done in a couple of days and it seems to work perfectly. I think it looks pretty good too, especially if you like pallets.
Daisy, is that fun? A bit of running?
Yes, of course, every part will need replacing eventually. It's all untreated timber, but that's easy and cheap to do. If we aim to replace 10% a year, that might be enough. So there you go, a cheap and cheerful way to keep your horses and children where you want them. I hope that helps.
Yeah, but take your time. Ride round again. You can pick up another one.